Sometimes all I need is the water you breathe, and then I'll let you go.
I really don't want to give away where this is because I've been catching fish in here in the last few weeks, and I just literally come into this area, one cast, one fish, only small. Just using a 22 gram because the wind is absolutely flying through at the moment. It's horrible, but just cast one. Hopefully you can see some stuff going on. Little skimmer, nothing, tiny, that's a hot dog. Put that in a bun, put some ketchup on it, bang it.
Now the reason I've chosen the evening today is because the fishing at the moment hasn't been too good in daylight hours. I find I catch most of my fish in the evening or pitch black. So I've chose to come out just as darkness falls on the tide turn to see if I can put myself onto some fish. And before you know it, I'm into my second fish. Again, a small fish, a school bass, or a hot dog as I would say. But it's still putting a bend on the rod and I'm still having fun, and that's all that matters.
Well, second fish, that one hit me really close. I thought it was quite big. It's just a little schoolie, but you cannot go wrong. That little 22 gram Sandy Andy doing his job hit me like a bullet and then screamed off into the kelp. And in front of me there's just loads of stringweed, kind of looks like spaghetti. Fish tend to be sitting in and around it. Because of the wind, I've got to really get my cast in, wind really quickly, and I'm struggling to pick this fish up. There you go, only small, but can't complain. That's two fish to the good on a really windy night. Hoping that when it gets dark the fishing's going to come on really well because of the tide change, but at the moment I'm just figuring it out, just casting away and just catching fish. Not a bad little fish, to be honest. Very nice, beautiful with that sun setting in the background, so we'll get this one back. Let's keep going.
There seems to be a few fish in this area. Most of them are holding on the edges of the stringweed. Now if you picture orange spaghetti underneath the water, that is what this looks like. And the fish seem to love it, especially when the tide is slack and it starts to move. They sit in around it, waiting for any fish or bait to move past. And as soon as that tide starts turning, they're in and around it, shooting about, chasing bait. An easy option when fishing these areas.
Well, I don't know if you can see that happening in front of me. There is bait being sprayed absolutely everywhere. I'm pretty sure they're mackerel hitting them. Yeah, I feel it. I am buzzing for this now, especially going into dark. Hopefully it's going to bring some fish in. I could probably turn over to a metal, start catching some mackerel, but I'm going to stick with the sandy lure and hopefully we can go tie it on something. I'm going to go for a little change. I'm going to put a little metal on. We'll put a little metal on, little slice. See if we can get a slice of good luck and see if there are. Oh, they're getting sprayed everywhere. This is mad. Look at all the bait everywhere in front of me. It's just getting sprayed up. Oh my god, they're getting launched out the water just here. Oh, check this out. Fish just everywhere in front of me. Look here, just bouncing. Big, there must be a massive shoulder mackerel in here. This is quality, I just love to see it. Getting pushed up against this reef, that whole area there, look at that. Ho ho! that's what they're eating, tiny little sprats. Just foul hooked, I must have just come for a massive school of them. Tiny little things. That's what they're feeding on, so there'll probably be bass in there. And anyone know what these are? The scales are coming off them. That's what the feeding frenzy is getting sucked into. Boom. There's another one. That's me bringing it back through the school, through the shoal, and just picking up the white bait, whatever it is, just everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
I had a few touches and a few nibs, a few takes on the metal, but I think the fish are so homed in on this bait fish, they just want that. They don't want a metal tonight. So I'm going to move back to the Weston Sandy Andy 22 gram, which I was catching bass on with before. And let's see if one of them will take that. You just never know. Sometimes having a bait that doesn't look like them sometimes pulls the fish out of the bag.
Well, I've moved back over to the soft plastic. Another fish, only a small little bass. Sorry about the light. Light's starting to fade now, so it's one of those. Just gotta do what I can. As you can hear, it's pretty rough as well. Pretty rough indeed. Just a little small puppy though. They're all in here smashing bait. It's hectic.
Well, as you can see now, the light is starting to fade. It is getting really dark. It's hard to see me while I'm fishing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera away. And when I do catch some fish, or if I do catch any fish, I'll tune you in and let you see what we're catching.
Well, the fish just keep on coming. This one's a bit smaller. All of these fish are pretty small, but it's good fun. Just waiting for that daddy to turn up. Just keep going. Well, this is me now walking to the next spot. This spot's more of a high tide kind of mark. Just got to get through a couple of gullies and then going to come to an absolute slaughter of an area, nice and deep. In this kind of area, I am going to stick with the Sandy Andy, and I'm going to fish it really slow in this area. And I'm just over a big kelp bed, so we're going to start coming to the darker rocks soon. We're at pretty much the point where the light rocks meet the dark rocks, so fingers crossed. We've had a few school bass, as you've seen just before, so fingers crossed we can hook a fish. Now, I'm not going to film at this particular area because you're not going to see anything, and I don't like to film in the dark, so we'll see how we go and we'll go from there. Like I was saying before, this green weed is absolutely everywhere at the moment, everywhere, and it kind of turns up around the summer months when it starts to get hot, and sometimes you can be fishing and you can get a load on your lures every time, this kind of stuff. And sometimes it can just be you're fishing and every cast is tied up on your lure. It's absolutely horrible. Hopefully we won't have that tonight. Right, we're nearly there. Nearly there. Really looking forward to this end little area to fish. Hopefully the fishing is on. Well, I'm absolutely sweating my tits off, so before I put my jacket and jumper back on and we get into this, I'll just quickly show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fish the same rod as I was using before, which is my 10 root. I'm going to stick with the little 22 gram Weston. It's been absolutely killing it at the moment. I usually variate between this and I variate between the YKR 15 gram or 20 gram, it really depends, but it's just really what I'm catching on the day or on the week, to be honest. So I'll just be flicking this out and just reeling it very slow with the rod tip up, just like that. Just waiting for any bites or any takes, and usually the bites are really slow and finicky, especially the bigger fish. The little fish are just rampant and they'll take it, as you've seen before. So
fingers crossed we can get into something. If I catch anything, I'll let you know and I'll let you see it, okay? But I'm not going to be filming. I'm going to keep it really dark, head torch off. Yeah, and we'll go from there. As you can hear, there's a little bit of swell, but we'll see. Let's see if we can end the night with another fish. Let's go.
It's not going anywhere. Oh, fuck. This is a good fish. Well, I was thinking to myself, this feels alright. And that's because it is alright. Late at night. Really nice fish. Well happy with that. Beauty. Late in the night I just got tapped up on the Western Sandy Andy and I thought, oh, this feels a little bit better to the fish that I've just been catching, and can't go wrong with that. Really cannot go wrong. Sorry about the head torch light, it's not really the best, but absolute beauty of a fish. Really fat around the midriffs as well. He's an absolute stunner. He's got a beautiful golden kind of top to him. Really nice stuff, absolutely stunning. We're gonna let this fish go now. Come on, mate, you're going home, mate. Don't worry, you're going home. Thanks, baby. Little present. Can't go wrong. Sometimes all I need is the water you breathe, and then I'll let you go. You gonna go, mate? Oh yeah. Wrong way, mate. This way. Come on, go. That way. Wrong way. It just wants to stay with me. There we go. Boom.